Hi, thank you so much for taking time to join this interview today. Can you introduce yourself first?
Hi, my name is Lê Thị Thu Hằng. My majoring in marketing administrations, and right now I'm an intern.
Okay, so I really appreciate your willingness to share your experience, especially since you are currently transitioning from university to the workplace. Before we begin, I would like to let you know that this interview is for academic research purpose only. So all the information you provide will be kept and used appropriately. So how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. I'm glad to be here today, and I'm happy to can be contribute to your research.
Yeah, that's great to hear. So I'm really looking forward to learning more about your journey and your perspective. And there's no right or wrong answer. And I simply find interested in your honest thoughts and experience. So as a marketing student who we currently doing as internship, so could you tell me what your role is?
I'm currently working as a marketing intern in the admission department at Granite University Đà Nẵng campus. And I feel quite fortunate to have this opportunity, especially because it's an environment I've been familiar with throughout my university journey.
Yeah, that sounds like a great opportunity, especially since it's aligned with your field of study as a place you are already familiar. Yeah, I'm so hearing that make me hopeful about my own internship journey. So, in what, sorry, with that in mind, I'm really curious about your experience so far. So, what has it been like working as an intern there?
So far, I would describe my internship experience as both exciting and challenging. Most of the tasks I handle are extensions of the foundational knowledge I learned at university, but at a much deeper and more practical level. At first, I did feel overwhelmed because there always a noticeable gap between theory and practice. But don't get me wrong. It's not that academic knowledge is unnecessary. In fact, being exposed to real work make me realize that we learn in university is valuable. It just takes time, experience, and skill to apply it effectively.
Yeah, hearing about your experience make me feel like I should pay closer attention to what I've learned at school. With the rapid development of artificial intelligences, have you noticed AI influencing the way you work?
Definitely. I see technology, especially AI, gradually becoming an important support tool across many fields. For example, when brainstorming content idea or drafting communication plans, I sometimes use AI tools to gather suggestions or summarize information more quickly. It saves a significant amount of time compared to doing everything manually. However, at this stage, AI still play more of a supporting role rather than replacing human. I can't speak for every industry, but in marketing, tasks that require understanding customer emotion, adapting message to specific context, or making final decisions still rely heavily on human judgment.
Yeah, so AI as a supporter than a substitute. So with that influence in mind, how do you think employees need to adapt in order to use AI effectively?
I believe AI is reshaping roles by pushing employees to become more proactive and selective in how they work. It's important to verify information instead of relying entirely on AI outputs, since the technology can still generate inaccurate or content lacking results. Employers should also focus more on tasks that require critical thinking, such as asking the right question or propose idea or so the user perspective think that technology cannot easily replicate beyond simply learning new tools. Adaptability is key. People need to leverage AI to enhance productivity while still maintaining their personal perspective and professional judgment.
Yeah, that's a very thoughtful answer. So it sounds like AI is not just changing what we do, but also how we think about our work. Since AI already contributed positively to your work outcome, but hasn't fully replaced human input. But so I'm curious about the future. Do you think AI will change your working experience in the future?
I believe it will, and probably more than we expect. Just looking back 5 years ago, the pace of AI development has been remarkable. For instance, ChatGPT was introduced into 2022, and within a short period, its capability have evolved beyond what many people imagine. Because of that, I think my future work experience will become faster and require a higher level of adaptability. Many repetitive tasks will likely be automated, giving me more time to focus on strategic and creative work. However, this also brings pressure. If AI can handle basic tasks, employer will naturally expect more from young professionals. New graduates will need to differentiate themselves, and as you know, that's not easy.
Yeah, so that's really not easy. So, do you think AI will create more opportunity or more challenges for fresh graduates, and why?
I think AI brings both opportunity and challenges, but the extent of the benefit depends largely on how individual approach it. Students who know how to leverage AI can work more efficiently and even improve the quality of their output, which gives them a competitive advantage in a job market that increasingly value productivity. On the other hand, the challenge it becomes clear because AI can already perform many foundational tasks. Candidates who rely solely on basic skills may find themselves at a disadvantage. Today, a degree alone is no longer enough. Applicants also need to demonstrate technological adaptability, continuous learning, and proactiveness in updating their skill. That said, I don't see AI as purely a force of elimination. Instead, it encourages students to develop capability that machines struggle to replicate, such as creativity, strategic thinking, and emotional intelligence.
Yeah, that is a very valid viewpoint. Now, so do you personally have any specific concern or expectation about how AI might influence your future career?
I have both expectation and concern. On the positive side, I expect AI to make work more efficient by reducing repetitive tasks, allowing young professionals to focus on generating greater value rather than just handling operation. However, I am also concerned about the speed of technological change. As AI become more advanced, the standard for entry-level employee may rise. Sometimes I wonder whether the skill I'm building today will still be relevant in a few years. Another thought is that AI could reshape job structure, potentially reducing roles that traditionally serve as stepping stone for fresh graduates. That could make the transitions from university to the workforce even more competitive.
Yeah, okay. So, earlier you mentioned technology adaptability as an essential capability. So, in your opinion, what should students do to develop that adaptability?
I think the first step is cultivating a learning mindset. Like technology evolves so quickly that relying only on university knowledge make it difficult to keep up with reality. Students should actively explore new tools, especially AI platforms relevant to their field, to understand how technology is applied in professional setting. I also believe learning through real experience is crucial, whether through internship, project, or personal initiative. When students use technology to solve real problems, adaptability develops naturally rather than remaining theoretical. Finally, it's important to combine technology with personal thinking. While AI can accelerate workflow, analytical ability and creativity and decision making are what truly differentiate individuals.
Yeah, that's what incredible practical advice. So at the third year student myself, I might actually at the point in my personal development plan this year. So here's something I've been wondering. If AI were not advancing as rapidly as it is today, so do you think your career plan would look different?
To some extent, yes. Previously, I imagined that building strong expertise and gradually accumulating experience would be enough to grow professionally. But the rapid emergence of AI made me realize that career path may no longer be as linear as before. Now, instead of focusing solely on marketing knowledge, I actively learn about technology and how AI is applied in the field. It's helped me position myself as someone capable of working alongside technology. So while AI hasn't completely changed my career goals, it has definitely changed how I prepare for them, pushing me to become more adaptable to future uncertainties.
Yeah, so that's a great way to put it. Not changing the destination, but changing how you prepare for the journey. After everything we discussed about AI driving trains and the skill student need, how do you think university and employer should support students in adapting to this evolving landscape?
I believe both university and employer play critical roles because they shape professional competence from the very beginning. For university, it's not just about updating curricula but integrating AI into learning in a practical way. Students should engage in simulate project, interdisciplinary course or workshop that demonstrate how AI is used across industry. From the employer side, companies should view students as high potential talent rather than expecting them to be the fully job ready. Internship program, mentoring, and internal training can help bridge the gap between academic knowledge and real-world demands. Ultimately, close collaboration between university and businesses can create a continuous learning ecosystem and that can prevent students from falling behind.
Yeah, that's a comprehend answer. Yeah, that was all the question I have for today. Your perspective will contribute significantly to my research, especially in understanding how student perspective in the impact of AI on the future working life. So thank you once again for your time. I was truly pleasure speaking with you. I wish you a very best in your career and journey ahead.